The Z7 III is still unofficial, but leaks and rumors are heating up. Timeline: expected launch between August and November 2025.2, where it fits in Nikon's lineup. Between the Z6 III and Z8, Z6 III equals more video-focused, lower resolution. Z8 equals all-rounder. Z7 III equals high-resolution stills focus, ideal for landscape, portraits, and studio work. 3. Body and design: rugged Nikon build, likely weather-sealed. Ergonomics expected to improve slightly. Maybe similar in size to the Z6 III. 4. Sensor talk: previous Z7III had 45.7 MP. Rumors suggest possibilities. 60 MP, 67 MP, 88 MP, even 90 MP. Most reliable sources suggest a modest bump: 6065 MP range. Real focus is not just megapixels, also image quality, dynamic range, and detail. 5. Autofocus improvements: big weakness in Z7 II, animal and bird eye tracking. Rumored, much improved subject detection. Faster, more accurate tracking using next-gen algorithms. 6. Processor power likely. New Speed 7 chip or dual processor setup. Better image handling, faster processing. Important for high-resolution image handling and fast shooting. 7. Burst. Shooting expected to be around 10 to 14 FPS. This is high for a high-res camera. Good for action and wildlife photographers needing resolution and speed. 8. IBIS, in-body image stabilization, rumored upgrade. 8 stops. Allows handheld shooting, even in low light or at slower shutter speeds. More creative flexibility. 9. Display and EVF: high-res EVF expected, possibly over 5 million dots. Likely 120 Hz refresh rate. LCD, either three-way tilt or full articulation. Vloggers may prefer full flip. Out. 10. Video features: Nikon may surprise. Here, rumors: 8K video support, 4K at 120 fps for buttery slow-mo, better internal codecs, cleaner output. May attract hybrid shooters. 11. Storage and cards: dual card slots. Likely specs: press plus SD, faster writing needed for big files, high res plus video. 12. Low light. Performance: new sensor plus better processing equals better ISO handling. Cleaner shadows, more usable high ISO. 13. Timing and launch: most rumors suggest Q3 or Q4 2025. Late enough after Z6 III but still relevant. Could launch near end of year buying season. 14. Summary and wrap-up of Section 1: what this means for Nikon users and camera buyers. Z7 III is the next great stills first camera with serious hybrid potential. Tease Part 2: real-world implications, use cases, and how it stacks up against the competition. Let's now begin the full Section 1 script, written naturally. In paragraph form for narration: Nikon Z7 III, Section 1, what we know. So far the Nikon Z7 III, it's not official yet, but the leaks and whispers are growing louder. For months now, the camera world has been watching. And from what we're hearing, the Z7 III might be one of the most exciting releases Nikon has ever made in the mirrorless era. It's expected to launch sometime between August and November 2025. That gives Nikon enough breathing room after the Z6 III, and it sets them up for a major end-of-year splash. If even half the rumors are true, this could be a game-changer. Let's start by understanding where the Z7 III fits. Nikon already has a strong mirrorless lineup. The Z6 III was released earlier and focuses more on video performance with a lower resolution sensor. Then there's the Z8, the all-rounder that borrows a lot from the flagship Z9, powerful, flexible, and built for anything. The Z7III is expected to land right in between, but it will focus on something specific: high resolution. Still photography. That makes it perfect for landscape shooters, portrait artists, commercial studio photographers, and anyone who wants maximum detail in every shot. Now, the design. Nikon doesn't usually go for flash. Their style is practical, solid, and rugged. The Z7 III will likely follow that tradition. Expect a tough, weather-sealed body with a solid grip. The size might be similar to the Z6 III, compact but well-balanced. Some small ergonomic improvements could be in the works. Nikon knows how to make a camera feel right in your hands, and they usually refine things with every version. But what really gets people talking is the sensor. The Z7 II used a 45.7 megapixel sensor, That's already a lot. But now, some rumors are hinting at much more. Numbers like 67, 88, and even 90 megapixels have been thrown around. Realistically though, the most trusted sources suggest something in the 60 to 65 megapixel range. Enough to push past the Z7 II, but not so much that it sacrifices speed or image quality. And it's not just about the pixel count. What matters is how those pixels perform. With better noise handling, stronger dynamic range, and more accurate color, a 60MP sensor could produce images that rival medium format cameras without the size and cost. Autofocus is another big area of improvement. The Z7 II had decent AF, but it wasn't perfect, especially for wildlife and fast action. Bird and animal eye detection often fell short. That's expected to change in the Z7 III. Nikon has been working hard on their subject tracking algorithms. The new system will likely include deep learning and AI-based detection. That means faster locking, better tracking, and fewer missed shots. Whether you're photographing birds in flight, dogs running, or someone dancing in low light, this system should be able to keep up. Backing up the autofocus system will be Nikon's latest image processor. It could be the Xpeed 7, which is already used in the Z9 and Z8. Some rumors even suggest a dual processor setup, one handling images, the other managing autofocus and video. Either way, it means speed. Faster startup, smoother menus, better live view, and more accurate exposure metering. This matters when you're working in demanding conditions, chasing light, timing a moment, or juggling settings between photo and video modes. Let's talk about burst shooting. For a high-resolution camera, speed is usually a trade-off, but not here. The Z7III is rumored to shoot between 10 and 14 frames per second, even in RAW. That's fast enough for action, wildlife, and sports. Paired with high resolution, this gives you the best of both worlds. You can capture that split-second jump, sprint, or wing beat, then crop in and still have detail to spare. Stabilization is another area where the Z7III may shine. Nikon's in-body image stabilization system is already strong, but now it might offer up to 8 stops of shake reduction. That's huge. It means you can shoot handheld at slower shutter speeds without blur. Great for low-light night photography, handheld video, or anytime you want to leave the tripod behind. The EVF and LCD will also see upgrades. We're expecting a high-resolution electronic viewfinder, possibly over 5 million dots with a 120Hz refresh rate. That means less lag, more detail, and a smoother experience when tracking moving subjects. The LCD is still a question mark. Some sources say it'll be a 3-way tilt screen. Others say a full articulating flip-out screen. Either way, it will be a welcome improvement for photographers and hybrid shooters who need flexibility when composing shots at awkward angles. And speaking of hybrid shooters, video is where Nikon might surprise us. The Z7 series was never known for video, but the Z7 III might flip the script. Rumors suggest 8K video recording will be available. That's right, minus 8K resolution in a stills-focused body. There's also talk of 4000 at 100 or even 120 frames per second. That opens the door to cinematic slow motion with 4K clarity and no pixel binning. Nikon could also include higher internal bite rates and better compression formats. For content creators and indie filmmakers, this might be enough to switch from other systems. Storage matters too, and Nikon knows this. The Z7 III will likely include dual card slots, one for SpecExpress and one for SD-UHS-2. This gives photographers fast writing speeds for large files and flexibility for backups or file separation. With high-resolution stills and high bitrate video, fast storage isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Low-light performance is another strong rumor. While higher megapixels usually means smaller pixels and more noise, Nikon's new sensor design might defy that trend. With improved backside illumination and better noise reduction, we might see cleaner high ISO images even at 60+ megapixels. That's a big deal for night photographers, astrophotographers, or anyone who shoots in tough lighting. And now the big question, when? Most reports suggest a late 2025 release. Somewhere between August and November. That makes sense. It lets the Z6 III get its time in the spotlight. But it also puts the Z7 III right in time for the holiday season and end-of-year buying rush. Nikon is likely taking their time to get everything right. High-res sensors bring heat, power drain, and processing. Challenges. They need to make sure all works smoothly, no overheating, no slowdowns, and no compromises. That covers what we know or think we know so far. The Nikon Z7III is shaping up to be a serious stills-focused camera with strong hybrid potential. It's not official yet, but the pieces are starting to fall into place. A high-resolution sensor, faster autofocus, better stabilization, pro-grade video, and refined handling. It could be everything Nikon users have been waiting for. In Section 2, we'll go deeper. We'll talk about how these rumored features might impact real photographers. We'll look at workflow changes, competitive comparisons, and whether this camera could truly compete with Sony, Canon, and even medium-format systems. Stay tuned.